Drivers, don't get scammed out of the money you should be getting. That's what we're talking about right now. Hey everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to Real Rideshare Stories. Today we're going to be talking about a scam that some passengers try to pull so you don't get paid the amount you're supposed to. And it could actually have some pretty big impacts depending on where the pickup location is supposed to be versus where it actually is. So we talk about many different scams on this channel and how drivers can protect themselves, whether it's too many people trying to fit in the car, whether it's Uber support scams, whether it's just different scams like canceling mid-trip and trying to complete it without actually paying for it. There's a bunch of different scams that passengers try to pull. Now, we talked about this particular scam before on the channel, but it's always good to remember to bring up as drivers come back online from this whole pandemic, as new drivers are coming on board, and it's just great for a refresher. So the scam is unfortunately pretty simple, but it's easy to know what's going on. And if you find yourself in a similar situation, I would immediately cancel if I was you. But how the setup is a driver is going to be around a lot of surge and they're going to get a ping request that's just outside the surge. The only thing is they're probably going to get a call or a text message from the rider saying that the app messed up and they can't change it because that's not the actual pickup location. You're supposed to go to here, and that's in the middle of the surge. So essentially, the passenger is trying to get out of paying that particular surge and then try to screw you out of your money. As you see on the screen right now, this shows the story at the top and then the GPS location down at the bottom. And what ends up happening is outside an airport, sometimes you get surge and it's directly in the airport. So sometimes passengers know this. Other times it might be at a large event. It might be at a busy place in terms of bar districts or anything that's going on that causes surge. You might see this happening where they're going to have the pin just outside the surge zone, but then it's actually really supposed to be picked up in the middle of the heat map where maybe the most amount of surge is. So this is no different. The only difference is this is an airport pickup. And this has different implications because airports have extremely strict rules on picking up passengers when it comes to rideshare. So there could be some big problems when it comes down to it. So as you see on the screenshot now, you have your normal location of where the driver is in the center of the screen right there. And you see the surges all around the airport. And this is outside the Buffalo Niagara International Airport. The green dot in the corner there is supposed to be the pickup spot. Now, I know from experience, because this is actually my home market, that is a hotel that is sitting right there. But the problem is sometimes what riders will do is they will try to put the pickup location outside of the airport or outside of the surge zones so you don't have to pay for that extra when it comes to being a passenger. But the problem is when it comes to surge zones, it's going to screw drivers out of money, and it's essentially scamming drivers because they're supposed to be paying for that higher demand right there. So they're trying to be savvy right here. But unfortunately, if you see something like this, immediately cancel. So the story goes, calls passenger, I'm just trying to figure out where you are exactly. Passenger responds, I'm picking up my luggage right now. Red flag. First of all, again, airport, and it's outside the surge zone. And it says, that's cool. You're going to have to change your pickup to the airport for me to actually pick you up at the airport. And the passenger says, I tried but can't. Very common thing that they say when they are trying to pull this type of scam. And then, smart driver this person is, that's fine, but I'm going to have to cancel the ride. And like I said, this is something that you should do as well too if you see something like this, because they're trying to screw you out of your money when it's a surge zone and they put the pin just outside, but they're like, nah, well, I screwed up and I can't really change it. No, that's bull. You can change it. All right, drivers out there, have you experienced something like this? Have you seen it where you had a pickup that was just outside a surge zone or even outside an airport, and yet it was really supposed to be to a different location that was in the middle of the surge zone or at an airport? And what did you do? Comment below, let us all know. All right, that's the end of the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. And as always, never drink and drive. Always tip your drivers, delivery drivers, and your shoppers. And we'll see you next time.